Hey guys, it's Irfan, and I've got a Brother MFC multifunction center, and it's a model MFC-L2740DW. It takes a TN630, which is a lesser count standard, and or a TN660, which is a higher count toner. Now this, along with two other printers, were thrown out in the garbage. I already did a video on the first one that I fixed. What they did is they cut the power cord out from it, so I was able to solder on another power cord, and they had also taken out the drum and the toner. See this here, these two little tabs? Open that up, and in here, see that cavity in there? The drum is missing and the toner is missing. Now I had already plugged in this, and I checked out the mechanism works. I did a scan. I was able to do a scan and hook it up to the computer, and it worked. So I know the mechanism works. What I did is I sent away from Temu for the drum and the toner. Let me show you. So I got one drum unit and two toners. At the end of the video, I'll show you the price that I paid on Temu. I used to say Temu, but it's actually Temu. So that's the drum unit, BRDR630, compatible with those there, and my printer is listed on it, L2740DW. I got two of these, BRTN660, and that's what it said on the cover here, TN660. That's the higher count. Alright, compatible with L2740DW. That's my MFC. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble everything now, and we'll see what we get. It comes with instructions what to do, how to do it. So I already took this out. Now they recommend putting a piece of paper or something like that on the work area in case toner spills. So I'm going to do that first before I open up the toner. It's all wrapped up in cellophane. So let me get something to put on the floor first. This is the drum unit, and it comes with this wrapped up here, remove before installation. So I'm going to take this off, and this is what the drum unit looks like. I'm going to take the toner out from the plastic and install it here first, then put it into the printer. On this toner case, this orange plastic that's here, I don't know if you can see, it says remove. Alright, so this got to come off first, then it goes into the drum unit. Now you notice the cavity here, okay, and the print drum says black here. Now the orientation is this way, going in there. so you could read the writing as normal. Same thing with the toner. It says black there, so this toner fits into the drum like this. That's the orientation. That right side, you could see that there, and that's the left side, and the right side here you see that. That's how it fits. See that? That fits in there. You can't put it the other way around. And this here, this fits in there. You can see the round part here. Now when it's in there like that, okay, let me give you that's set, and that's set. This here, you'll press down here, click, and it's in. Alright, so this is set, and it goes in here. And that's it. It's set there. See? And this, that's the drum and the toner in there. You need to do it with both hands, so you press evenly on both sides, and then that closes in. Now I'm gonna power it up and see what happens. That's my power button. I got it plugged in there, and this part here applies to this MFC. So I'm going to power it up now and see what happens. Now it says settings, all settings. Go to all settings, machine info. So we're going to have to go down with the down arrow. You really can't see with that glare. Use the down arrow. Machine info. Alright, press on machine info. Parts life. Now we got to go to parts life. Here, parts life. Drum. Alright, it says drum. You really can't see with that glare. There, drum. Press that. Alright, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. I went to toner and I did a test print. You can see toner live and test print, and this is what the test print looks like. That's pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to print a real page of something. Oh, it's two-sided. It did a test print automatically on two sides. So we know this is working perfect. Alright, let me print something else. This is how you get the paper tray out. Just pull that out flat. I'm reusing this here because I want to see what orientation it comes out in. And I got something in here, which is that. Just wanted to see which side prints. Now I'm going to go to copy, start, and gives you all kinds of options there. Alright, so I printed on this side here. Okay, so I put it in this way and it printed on the other side that way. So now if I want to print Alright, that's what we got. That's the first side that printed, okay? And I wanted to print on the other side. This is Yummy Foods. I wanted to print Guess the Animals, but I didn't want this part here to get messed up, so I put it in so that this, which was already had some print on it, got printed there, and the actual material, the actual stuff I wanted to print is still unaffected. Otherwise this would have been down here and this part would have gotten messed up. So I'm able to print both sides. Now what I'll do is I've got two of these here, one side blank and one side print. I wanted to put both on one page of paper, so I'm going to put one of them in on the other side and the other one to print. So the Yummy Food I'm going to put on the printer here, right, and the Yummy Food is at the head. Put that in there. Now in the tray I'm going to have to put this in a way that it comes out aligned properly. Even if it doesn't, well, what could you do? It's a guess. Now remember, it printed when I had put it in this way. See that little mark there? It printed on the other side this way. So if the Yummy Foods is in the printer here like this, and I want this head, to be on this side at this head, that means I got to put it in this way. If I put this in here like this, it should print the correct way. Alright, so let's try that. Put that in. Alright, hit copy and start, and let's see what we get. Okay, so we got the right orientation. Yummy Food and Guess the Animals, and that's the way the print is. The only thing I notice is it's a bit, see this margin here, and this margin is off. I'm gonna try and take a look at that and see why. Okay, so there you go, working. After a few minutes of inactivity, it goes blank. Just hit the home button and that wakes it up again. I want to try and use this top tray, see what happens if I do a copy from there. Same old glare, but anyhow, copy, start. Okay, so that part works. Make sure everything works before I send it away. So what it did, it just scanned this first, read the information, and now it should print. There we go. So it printed. I'm reusing something that I had printed on before. Alright, so this part works as well. So the whole thing works. That works. I already used the scanner hooked up to the computer and all of that. So it was worth it buying the drum unit and the print cartridges, the toner cartridges, to recycle and reuse a printer that was going to be thrown out in the garbage. That's where I got it from. Alright guys, thank you very much. Bye now.